Hey, this is Mark here, and this is the final video on my chakra series. And this one focuses on the crown chakra. The color is purple. Now, the crown chakra, the way that I understand it and the way that I use it, is the access point to the universal power. It is the connection to the divine. It is that portal that really is never blocked. It just isn't always experienced as open, meaning blocked like clogged. It's either experienced as being shut, like you're disconnected from the universe, from God, from support, from your mystical power and your oneness, or it's open and you can receive and believe and align and feel empowered, and most importantly, feel connected to the spiritual truth of who you are, what God is, because all that God is, you are. The Course in Miracles says that you are a divine and perfect idea in the mind of God. Now, limiting yourself to an idea doesn't feel so great, especially to the ego. But the reality is, in the mind of God, where you do exist as God's perfect, beautiful, wonderful creation, you have access to all the creative power that is there for you. It is true, when you seek first the kingdom of heaven, all these things, all the goodness, all the bounty, all the opportunity to express it in the world is given to you from that place. And the gift is freedom from efforting, freedom from attachment, a pure joy of being the flow of creation and feeling yourself in your fullness of life. Because when you are in the alignment with God, and in that alignment, when you're creating, and creating means everything from being of service to talking to sharing your gifts and talents, to whether you're in an office doing accounting or you're creating a painting in a studio outside of Paris and everything in between. When you're in the flow and the connection to God, whatever you're doing, everything you're doing is filled with that love. But the thing we must remember is that you are that which God created, and only that. There is no other self. There is no separate ego self. There's an illusion of it. There's an experience of it because you're so powerful that you're giving your attention to it. But the moment you take your attention off of a separate idea of who and what you are, and you return to the awareness, to the opening of the crown chakra, where you literally have a felt experience of your oneness with God, oh my goodness. In that place, create, enjoy, express, be. Simply being is so deeply fulfilling. I have a very specific way to do that. And this takes a little bit of time, but I promise you, if you'll do this all the way through with me, you will experience the connection I'm talking about. And the way I do that is, first of all, by using my malas. And the malas, traditional malas, have 108 beads. And they say the reason that there's 108 beads is because there are 108 deceptions of the heart, and there are 108 joys of the heart. So every time you focus an intention, a prayer, an idea on a mala, each time you do it, you release a deception and you empower a joy. And the way we're going to do that is with a very simple statement: I am as God created me. That's a quote from the Course, and that is the truth of your being. We're going to say that 108 times, inwardly, eyes closed, focusing, just repeating it. You can do it quietly, you can do it out loud, you can do it in your mind. I definitely recommend, at minimum, moving your lips, because there's something about bringing the thought into the action of the word that helps you embody it even more fully. So again, 108 times. It may sound overwhelming if you've never done it, but it's not. It's like 4 minutes, something like that. So it's pretty simple. I'll lead you. You don't have to count. I've got my malas. I move through the beads. So I follow along, and I'll be very clear when we come to the end. And then we'll sit in the silence together and let this truth be felt. So please join me in closing your eyes, taking some nice, slow, deep breaths. Relaxing the body. So join me in bringing your attention up to the top of your head, imagining a ball of purple light. And that ball is sitting on top of your head. And imagine as you breathe up into it, that it opens up into 1,000 lotus petals. Beautiful purple, opening up the crown chakra. What I'd like you to imagine is that as we do this mantra, you're just pouring more and more golden light into the crown chakra, into your entire being and your world. Remember, the mantra is, I am as God created me. And so we begin. I am as God created me. 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 Deep breath. And let us sit for some moments in the silence of letting this truth go deeper and deeper into your awareness and your experience. And one more time to really seal the deal, if you will. Imagine pouring a cup of pure golden light into the crown chakra as you affirm one final time, I am as God created me. And that pours into every area. As you remember, this is what I am and nothing else. Everything else that has been made up about you is dissolved in this truth. And in this truth, you are restored to all full access to the power of the universe, to use it for good, to use it for love. Take a deep breath. Opening your eyes when you're ready, this completes our meditation. Thanks for doing that. I hope that you stayed for the whole journey of those 108 mantras. I'd love to hear from you how that felt. What was that like? And if you had moments in the middle of it, like, oh my God, is this going to end? Totally get that. That's just the mind. It doesn't matter what the mind says. Your willingness to do this is very powerful. If you really want to shift, do this for 21 days. Start your day, grab a mala, replay this video, whatever works for you, but just for 5, 6, 7 minutes in your morning, 108 times. I am as God created me for 21 days. Oh, my friend, how you will feel, what you will know, what will dissolve that is in your way, that will just disappear, what will come and awaken that's already within you, waiting to be activated. No words will be able to explain it, but you got to give it a go. You got to find that for yourself. Thank you for doing this final chakra experience with me. Enjoy them. Go back to the other ones. If you're feeling blocked in different chakra areas or different areas of your life, pull up a chakra meditation. Do it again. It will help. Peace and love.